Yo, welcome to another episode of the Voices Unheard podcast. I'm Rex. We got Henry, Mello,
Yo, yo.
we here, man. We here for another one. Great, hopefully. Look, we're gonna jump right into this with the matter of fact. I'm sorry, before I do that, let me explain to y'all that we talk real talk, we give real solutions, and if we don't sugarcoat nothing, man. We here for you know, we here to just talk, man. Let's start out with the topics. Henry, let's jump right into it.
All right, fellas, we got some good topics for today. And we're gonna start, nice and kind of slow. And we're gonna start with what's your favorite way to connect with your partner?
Mhm.
Mello, talk to me. What's your favorite way to connect with your partner?
Hmm. Let's see. My favorite way to connect. Um. Well, me, I like watching scary movies and stuff. Um. Setting that tone.
Right.
The good vibes. Setting the good vibes.
Sure.
I like going out to dinner. The dates, nice walks, things like that.
No, right. So, Rax, talk to me.
A great way to connect with your partner, I would say, just doing romantic things, such as like you said, going for a walk or um going bowling. My thing is bowling.
Mm,
Just doing little outings. Sometimes it could be as simple as just going for a drive. You
no,
know,
right.
listening to music and stuff like that.
But
Just
what would you say is your favorite way to connect?
uh my favorite way, I would say honestly, like a late night car ride or a late night out on the city. You
Okay.
know, nice
Okay,
bright
beautiful way,
lights.
beautiful way.
Yeah.
One of my personal favorites, I like taking my girls to amusement parks.
Hmm.
Just because that includes a walk, and then you gotta wait in line, and as well,
You
you get a
like
little
you
thrill out
like
of
them
it.
getting
You
scared,
know,
huh? You
I
like
mean,
them
same with
coming
you with
balling
the
up in
horror
your arm.
movies, but I
Ah,
like to
yeah, yeah. I like
real
that.
life connection. Going out, getting
Hmm.
involved in things, whether that also
Hmm.
be the museum, and we just
Right.
chilling at a museum, just seeing something
Hmm.
new. I just like
Hmm.
going out and exploring the world. I think two people exploring the world is a great thing, and
Or maybe
you
a nice little jazz club or something, some type of
I
musical
like comedies.
show. Some
Yeah, I
type
don't
of
go
some
to a
type of
comedy
music.
club. I mean, if that's what you
Yeah.
went to get the jazz club, that's what my parents is into. They go to the jazz clubs and jazz
Yeah,
concerts.
because
But
it's a nice little, nice vibe to it. It's a nice
I
feel
tried
to it.
it.
You know
I
what I mean?
tried it, but like, yeah,
Yeah, like
it's
it.
cool. Nah,
Yeah.
nah, it wasn't my thing because once
Okay.
again, I like being active as well. You know what I
Right.
mean? And
Right.
you feel me? Once you get that connection, like I
Mhm,
said, in the amusement park is different, right? Because you sitting there,
Yeah,
you're in line, and then
mhm.
you get the fake cuddle and all that action.
yeah, yeah.
Especially if it's a little chilly out. So it's a good way to bond in my eyes.
hmm
You know what I mean? But even
Mhm,
as adults, you
mhm.
know what I mean. Even as adults, go out, have some fun. You know, Halloween,
What y-
haunted
what
house.
y'all think of
So
what y'all think of like a Broadway play? What y'all think of that?
I would love that. I was just thinking about going to
Yeah,
see a
I do
play.
plays.
You know
I do
what?
plays.
Like a player is cool though. Like
Yeah.
go back and that's action.
Whoa.
You see in movie stars.
Hmm.
I'd rather
Hmm.
actually go see a play than go see a
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Right. Right.
and that's
Okay.
the
Yeah.
kind of, but like I said, it gets that connection. Not only do you and your partner get connection, right? You can also meet a
Hmm.
nice, couple, especially if like cruises is a big thing, like where you just you go in a couples meet, and it's some dope people out there to meet. So
Nah,
but
yeah,
and I
facts.
think that's where we
Absolutely.
lost
Absolutely.
in society. You know what I mean? And a lot of people lost that human connection, and they only
Hmm.
get that online, and with that acceptance
Right.
going on, I'd
Right.
rather have that inhuman connection.
And in
So
person. Yep.
right.
Yep.
Right, in person connection. So talking about favorite ways to connect with your partner, though.
Hmm.
Give me some examples. Give me some examples that y'all would though. Like even though y'all going
Um,
on the what? Go ahead.
I would text them, throughout the day. Daily communication, I would
Mhm.
say. Um, maybe write a letter every once in a while. I don't know. The little things.
Nah, facts, facts. So you'll do the little things.
Yeah.
Rex,
Send.
what's some ways, what's some ways you said, walks and stuff like that,
Hmm.
like lay it out for us on, what's the perfect way to connect with your partner in your eyes?
Hmm. Great way. I think is just obviously just y'all two. You don't have anybody else. Like you know, nobody else involved in your third wheel and nothing like that. So obviously it's gonna be just y'all two, right? Um,
Yeah.
I would say, like I said, a nice walk on the town. You just getting into different things. You going to the park, walking through the park, or you just you might see something be like, yo, let's stop in here. Let's check this out. You know what I mean? Like you said, uh, uh, uh a museum. Sorry, lost my train of thought for a second. A museum or even like an antique shop got some
Mm.
good stuff in there too. You know what I'm saying? And y'all might go in there, y'all might see something that's from way back when. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
But
just
you
saying,
want to
just
know what's
anything.
I want to give a few points to the fellas. Self care is a big thing. So going to get a manicure, pedicure, ain't nothing wrong with it. Getting a clear coat.
Right, right,
It's
yeah,
also a way to connect with your partner, and then as
hmm,
well as shopping. Shopping
yeah,
is a good way. Now, if you
yeah,
Nah.
want to
Yeah. Shopping's
ball
lit.
on a budget, right?
hmm,
You
hmm,
could use TikTok and try to do like arts and crafts. Big thing is arts and crafts. Try to paint each other
hmm,
up, get connected
yeah,
that
Yeah.
way. A
yeah,
lot of people
right,
just don't know how to get creative in the time and be in that moment. That's where I think people
hmm,
get lost at. And you really don't
hmm,
got to try so hard, man. It's a lot of things that you create. Just probably
yeah,
just like what. Let's just try to do this. And you might just like it at the end of the day. You never know. You just
yeah,
got to be open to ideas. So as long as you open, I
Yup.
always think it's other
hmm,
ways to explore, to connect with your partner. Don't have one
right,
single way to connect. So
right.
That's a fact.
me, talking about that, I do want to switch off into this topic. I know we cut this topic a little short, but I want to switch over to the next topic, and that is, do you believe flirting should continue in long-term relationships? Um,
Hmm.
talk to me, Rex.
Yes, I think it should be because a lot of people, what happens is they get the person that they want, right? They get them, and
Mm,
then they just stop trying to chase them. And when I say chase, I'm not talking about them. Like the traditional when you hear chase, right? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you still gotta flirt with your girl like it's day one. You don't
mm.
lose that. You know what I'm
Wouldn't
saying?
that go
You
along
Right.
should.
with the
You
So
little
should
what?
dates
not.
though?
Huh?
Little dates.
Well, yeah,
Flirting.
that would also that would,
I mean, I
but that's
wouldn't
that's going
consider
on
little
dates.
date
And
flirting.
yeah, I was gonna say that's like little
Well,
dates,
no,
but
what he
that
was
kind of
saying, like his
that kind
explanation,
of
Oh, okay,
go
yeah,
along
okay.
with
that kind of
keeping the little dates going and stuff
Right.
like that.
yeah,
Okay.
that kind of goes off it, but that's not really flirting. Flirting is just like, damn, you look sexy, or just like whatever, like just different flirts, different things, like
Compliment.
you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
complimenting. I like, what I mean, like, damn, like I like your hair, like I like your hair, I like your hair that way. That's nice, you know what I mean, and
Right.
you know what I mean, and just different things like that. You know what I mean? I mean, even if you want to go X-rated, be like, smack on the ass or something like, you know what I mean?
All
Just
right.
keep
Right.
it, just
Mhm.
keep the spark
Right.
alive. That's all.
Right. And,
Yeah.
and, and Miller, what you think?
I think I think it's important to keep it going. Like I was saying, on last episode, that affirmation. You know what I'm saying? She wants to know that you still care. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
You got to
Right.
keep that flirtation going. You know,
Mm.
when you take her out to eat, uh, make some
Right.
jokes or whatever.
What if you
Flirt with
got
her.
her? What if you got her by being nonchalant?
What, like just
Like
You
laid
know,
back.
yeah, just
mm,
laid back. It wasn't really too much flirting in the relationship. So
It's
I
never, yeah,
mean,
but see the whole thing is you can still
I don't.
start though. You know.
Right, right. I'm not
I mean,
saying it's
I don't know. Even
but
then, the little things. What would you do? If you was laid back, like, you know what I'm saying?
right.
I,
Because you
I
want to know,
would
because I
still
think
spend
girls
flowers if I
nowadays
was
don't
laid back.
hear, I don't think girls nowadays hear a lot that you are beautiful from their significant other. Or, you look
Yeah.
good today.
So compliments.
Them little compliments don't really, I know we saying it, but that don't really happen in today's time. A lot of the times. And I tend to
Exactly.
see a lot of women get disrespected, more than
Hmm.
anything. So, I mean, which is a sad thing, but I think also women play a part in that as well. You got to set boundaries on what you should and what you shouldn't take. And, you
Right.
know, as men, we got to respect them,
Or allow. Yeah.
So
Hmm.
at the end of the day, right, it's really up to the person's choice on what they're going to take and what they're going to allow in their life. But
Absolutely.
I agree.
Fact.
The flirting should continue. You feel me? Because everybody want to feel loved and appreciated at the end of the day, and everybody want to still feel like you interested in them, like you still
Right.
Yeah,
find them
man.
attractive. Especially if we grow old. So that's definitely the key there. That's the major key. That and then
Gotta be
especially for
gassed up
women.
every once in a while.
Yeah, especially for
Yo,
women.
babe,
You know
you
what
look
I mean?
fine.
Yeah. You gotta keep like again. You gotta keep that spark alive. You gotta
Mm.
compliment them. Make them feel
And
secure in themselves. Because sometimes you get down on maybe she, for instance, let's say you have a family, she's pregnant or something like that. She might not feel as beautiful at that moment. So you know you want to make sure you constantly giving her reassuring that you're interested in her and that she does look good to you and all that stuff.
Absolutely, but I think
no,
most
that's
people
fact.
do is settle too, right? And then also people think there's always the grass is greener on the other side. You know. So I
Hmm.
wouldn't say just
Hmm.
because,
Hmm.
right, maybe you value the little things, that's where communication come into play. Because maybe you, like I said, right, you value the little things, and the other person just don't notice it as
Hmm.
well. You know what I mean? So you got
That's
to
true.
communicate that
That's
instead
true.
of going to see, if the grass is green on the other side. People tend not to communicate
Hmm.
their feelings. So, and then when they
Yeah.
do,
Right.
it seems like it is not being heard or some miscommunication in that factor. So I
Yeah.
say, try our best to communicate, but I guess in the black community, honestly, we just sometimes don't know how. We may be defensive,
Yeah. We make it harder than
confrontational.
what it is, I guess.
Yeah, right, right. A lot of the times, and at the end of, I mean, if we come to an agreement as a whole, I think it works better for everybody peace, but it don't tend to do that. It's either somebody's right or wrong, and like I said, that goes back to the episode and with the egos, you know.
Nah, yeah, man. Gotta
So a
Right.
be a
lot of
little
people
I
don't
open.
do
tend to
agree.
compromise, So give me how y'all feel on the situation right now.
Hmm. Um, on flirting with your partner.
Right, or elaborate on what I just said.
I agree. I mean, but I also will say this: if your partner is not um noticing, you doing the little things that can, and I know we discovered this. I mean, we discussed this in our previous episode. What
Yeah.
we were saying was basically signs that the relationship is over, right? If they're not noticing the little things, it could be simply because maybe they're just too busy, but it could be a flip side of that, and this could be because they don't want to notice it from you. Maybe they noticing it from somebody else. So that's where
Hmm.
you know, where I'm not gonna lie, I might have to draw the line because if I'm doing little things and you're not noticing it, now I'm gonna start overthinking and and start thinking like, yo, you just don't want to notice me doing these little things for you because you probably may want somebody else to do that for you, or it might,
Well, yeah, I understand where you're getting at, and
I
that's where
think
I
I
go.
would.
That's where I go
I
back with
think.
the communication, right? Because instead of just sitting there and assuming,
no,
communicate
you
that.
can ask, and
I
she
would
might,
no. That's what
but
I was
she,
gonna say. I would communicate, a few times with her and see what the issue is. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, babe, I'm sitting here doing this, that's going unnoticed. This is going unnoticed. What's the issue? I would
Right.
communicate a few times before I make that final decision just to, walk away from it personally, on my
That
end.
makes sense. That makes sense. So, I mean, like I would too, though. If I had
Mhm.
to communicate, I mean, I would try to communicate, as best
Right,
as I can.
of
But
course.
like you said, once it goes unnoticeable, then I feel like then you're not acknowledging me
Yeah,
as
there's
well.
only so much you could do at that point.
Right. But I feel as well, females feel the same way. Right.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
No,
what we
that's a
got to
fact.
do as a men is,
Right.
make sure we do draw a
Hmm.
line to where we
Hmm.
understand each other.
Right.
Right.
Hmm.
Right.
Well, until we do that as a man, even though the females may make it hard, people tend to forget you also chose that female as well,
Right.
right?
Yup.
So if you chose that female, you know what you're getting into,
Hmm.
you know. Especially if it's early, if she got early signs of doing shit, you might as well, you know what I mean. But if you want to deal with that, then you deal with that and communicate, because like also we covered people may change for love. A lot. Some people do, especially females. If she loves you for real, she damn sure probably gonna change for love.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I could attest to that. You know, they will change. They will change. And not only that, they will definitely follow your lead as well. They're not gonna make it hard for you to lead. They're not gonna make it hard for you to lead the relationship, you know.
Absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, we just got talking about the second topic. We're gonna move on to the third topic, which is how, since we're talking about flirting with each other's partners as well, how do you balance love, work, and personal time? We said flirting is important, so
Hmm.
obviously spending time with your partner is important. But
Right.
how do we balance everything in life? Rax, do you want to start us off?
Yeah, I think well having a great first of all, having a great balance, you need that in your relationship, right? Because you have to work. And you got to make time for your partner, but you also got to make time for yourself. So you got to have that balance. I think the best way to do it is, going to work and then dedicate some time for your lady, and dedicate some time to either have for yourself or go out with the boys, go somewhere, stuff like that.
Yeah, how can you
Um,
do that? You think?
I think it's tough for a lot of people. It's very tough for a lot of people. I think the best way is communication, right? Communication with your lady. Hey, I'm dedicating these days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, to you, and we're gonna do whatever we're gonna do. But the game is coming on Sunday. The boys is coming over. Stuff
What
like
if you
that.
live
So
with her though?
that's what I'm saying. The communication, regardless, has to happen. Look, Sundays the boys coming over to watch the game, stuff like that. So communication is mainly how you do that, right?
Right. So
Um,
Mello, how do you balance love, work, and personal time? Talk to me.
Well, me, I space it out, man. Like for instance, I give a certain amount of time to podcasting. I give a certain amount of time to working out. I give a certain
Right.
amount of time to spending time with my daughter, when I have her.
Mhm.
I give time to ride my bike. So I space it out throughout the day. 4 hours podcasting, or coming up
mm,
with scripts or whatever. I just
Mhm.
time it out, and stay on a schedule. Try to. It's hard, you know what I'm saying, but
Yeah.
for the most part, if you stay organized and stay on a schedule,
so
you'll
you would
find
say
some balance in that.
you would say time management is the best key. Time management.
Yeah,
Yeah.
time
Okay.
management. You know
So
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
and,
Just
and to elaborate on that is the best key, right? Because you may have, even, but then again, right? Even if you get busy, and as Rack said, time management and communication comes hand in hand, especially if you're a busy man or a busy female, right?
Right.
Because you
Right.
could go into overtime.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Could work extra hours if you work your
Yeah.
own job. I
Yeah.
mean, have your own
yeah,
business and stuff like that. So long hours is a part of that. So
yeah,
as long as one has an understanding of another one's schedule, and y'all come together as a team, that's
Mm,
what works together, right? But
absolutely.
how do we balance
Fact.
it? We
Mhm.
gotta also figure out when to split things up, as
Yeah.
well as we got, like you said, days for this, days for that. But at the end of the day, like Mello said, if you live with your lady, you always got. I will always
It's
say we
going.
always got time at the end of the night, though. We
Yeah.
always got time at the end of the night. Hopefully, that when I come in to settle down, or when you come in to settle down, we can
Right.
come settle down together and enjoy each other's company. But
Absolutely.
Or
Absolutely.
so
it's going to be a time where she wants you to maybe take her shopping when you said that game might be on or whatever. So there's going to be a time like that also where you got to kind of compromise.
right,
Well,
that's
well, see,
To
well
an
that
extent.
that's what comes in with the communication. Because if she knows how to drive, then she could say, "Yo, I want to go shopping on Sunday," and I say, "All right, not a problem. Here's the keys."
if
She
she know
don't
how
want
to
to drive.
drive is crazy.
She don't want to drive. You got to drive.
Right. But look, I mean, it's not if she know how to drive or not, because if you don't know how to drive, I ain't damn. I mean, you're a kid.
Well, that's
You
what I'm
know?
saying. Like, cause some people, we speaking for some people that might be going through that they might be dating a female that don't drive. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, I think I don't know. That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be hard to date
Mm.
somebody who don't drive. So I don't know.
Right, but you feel me? I don't tend to see them people dating a lie. I see them getting used for one thing and one thing only. Yeah, fellas, So talking about balance and our love, our work, and our personal time, right?
Right.
Which one do y'all put first?
Mm. Um. Well, I think you got to put work first. You got to make your funds right. So work should always come first. What I mean about that is that's your bread and butter, right? That's how you're making your money. That's how you're gonna
Right.
provide for the
Facts.
house. That's how you're gonna go on dates, and do little fun things that you might want to do. You need the fun, so you gotta balance how you make your money. That's first
All
and
right.
foremost.
What's first for you, Mello?
For me, I'm gonna tell you what used to be first for me. Work used to be first for me. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? I used to always put my job first.
Mm,
Especially when my daughter was first born. I had missed out, on a lot because of work. Having to work on holidays and just be at work. So that was just taking up a lot of my time. I did
right.
get a lot of
Right.
time with her and everything, but you know, they wasn't appreciative. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really appreciated. So it's like you
Right.
put work
Different.
first and all this working for somebody. Put that first over
Mm,
your family, over personal time with your lady or whatever, and you go unappreciated. So in this day and time, I kind of put personal time first, and I'm more
mm,
on my entrepreneur stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to get a business going, trying to
mm.
work for myself, basically.
Well, that's
Because
work.
yeah, I realized that, man. You know what I'm saying? I used to put work first.
gotcha.
Well,
Not anymore.
Okay, it makes sense.
I
Makes sense.
mean,
Because
well,
that is your bread and butter.
nah, understandable, right? So
That's
me,
that's I guess that's more that caters more towards a 9 to 5, I guess. You
right?
know.
Work is work. And the business is work. So me, what I put first, I agree with Nigel. I put work first. Now, like I also want to be the one that create generational wealth for my family. So
Damn,
I have to.
why the fuck
Well,
said Nigel?
it's alright. So I do have to work try to continuously, right? So I do put that first. I probably put my personal time last, but and then I try to love. I come home and I put my love. I love on the kids, love on my wife, whatever. And I put my personal
Remember,
time last.
remember, personal time is very important. Don't forget to, take them hours out for them days out for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for anybody out there. Personal time is very important. So, if you do put that last, don't forget to put it first at least one time. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact.
Um,
Nice,
I
makes sense. It makes sense.
You said what, Rex?
I said it makes sense. You have to at some point. Yes, work is important, but you have to put your lady. If you got a lady, you got to put that in play, and then you got to put your own personal time to do whatever your
Well,
own peace
you
of
do
mind.
get a day off, right? You still get a day off somewhere here and there. I'm not
Yeah,
saying go
yeah,
to work 7 days a week,
right.
but on your days off, that's when that time comes into play much. Spend a day with your lady
Well,
or have to
that's,
have.
but then sometimes you might be tired and stuff. What do you do in that situation? If you're tired, you're doing your day off. You might want to lay
Well,
back.
that's if you want to make excuses. I'm a man of no excuses.
You better get a few hours of sleep
Yeah,
and
I'm a man of
you
no
know
excuses. I ain't
switch
really
up.
look at I'm tired because once I really get up, I'm
Mhm.
still young. I'm 28 years old. So
Right,
once I get up, I could go. You know what I
right,
mean? And I don't
right.
really have to lay back down for a long time. So
Hmm.
once I'm up, I'm up.
Right. Okay. Okay.
That's a fact, man.
How about
Gotta
you?
stay up.
You making them excuses? You may be too tired to do this.
No, no. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go do what I got. Whatever it is. If we had a day plan, then that's what I'm gonna do. I'm
Mm,
already. 9 times out of 10, I'm already up early anyway. But
right.
no, I'm just saying something like what would you do in that situation? She's saying she's tired and she don't want to do whatever.
Well, I'm not sure.
It's
We
not
do have a.
excuses.
Hold on.
But yeah, you have to balance, your work, your love life, and your personal time, right? For instance, um, if you're going to work overtime, right? That's fine. That's all well and great. You work overtime. You come home, or it's your day off now. You finally get a day off, and you
Yeah,
say you're tired. Henry said it was excuses. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Um, Now, what would you say to if your lady did if the roles was reversed? She did
yeah.
it. What would you say to that? How would you feel about that?
Okay. How would I feel if she was tired?
Right.
She,
She
she
was
was,
working
Yeah.
overtime, a little extra. Maybe it was a day off. You had something planned. She like, look, I'm too tired today. Can we, you know,
I
take a
mean, it all
rain check
depends
moment?
because if the tickets is already bought, I'm going without you, baby. You know what I mean? It's simple
Mm.
like that. I'm gonna
You
do
just
just
gonna
like
leave her in the dust like that?
yeah. I don't
Yeah.
mind. I don't mind. Doing that at all. If you
Mm.
tired, get your rest, baby girl. I see you when I get back. You know what I mean? And that gives me time to have some personal time for myself. It gives us time to catch up on rest. You know? You feel me on that?
Mm. I mean, yeah, to a certain extent.
Hey, what y'all gonna do? What you gonna do?
Mm.
Me,
Well, if the
Mellow.
you
tickets is
know,
already bought, then yeah, you know,
I,
maybe get a friend to go with you.
yeah, yeah, I would kind of see if somebody else wanted to go. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, somebody
Get
else
your
asking
rest,
who
but
though. Somebody else asking who.
a friend.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, the takeaways. Yeah, what if
I
you're in
mean,
a situation?
unless you just go by yourself,
So y'all don't like going places by yourself?
No, you can go by
I would.
yourself, but
But why
if it's
waste a
some
ticket?
not only that, if it's something that was supposed to be, let's say it's a game y'all was supposed to go to, wouldn't that be better to go with somebody that or
I don't know. I go
anything?
to plenty. I go to plenty
Would
of
you
sports
would you
games.
go would you go with another woman?
Me? I just told you
Like
I
if
would go by myself.
all right, no, Rex. Like would you go
Yeah.
with another woman if your woman didn't want to go?
Uh no, I think that would be crossing the line. That will create unnecessary tension and arguments, and so I wouldn't do that.
Mm.
Like
Nah,
like
yeah, I
I,
just
like I
wanted
said,
to know.
I'll probably either go by myself, or if it's something that would be better for with two people, I would see if somebody want to go. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Personally, Mill, you ready to go with a meal?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, because like I said, if you go with a female, hold on, if you go with a female, it's gonna cause unnecessary, and it might not be, it might not, hang on, it might not be
Yeah.
romantic. See, because we could have had something planned that wasn't romantic, like I said, a football, sports game or something like that. You could go with your bro to a sports game. You know what I mean? It don't
Right.
always
Nah,
gotta
yeah,
be.
facts.
That could
You
be
don't want to hear your
romantic.
lady. You don't want to hear your shorty tripping on you. That's what it is.
No, I'm saying
I
though,
mean,
like you like hanging
unnecessarily.
out with men.
So you're gonna go with a female if you was to go with somebody?
Why I keep asking me that?
If
I'm
you
gonna
was to
go
go
by
with, hold on,
myself.
if
He
you was to
said,
go
look,
with
he
some,
said he
hold
gonna
on,
go by himself.
if
He just
if
asked
you was
you,
to go
do
with
you like hanging
somebody,
out with men
if you was to go with somebody, you would go with a female. Is that what you're saying?
I wouldn't go with anybody. I'll just go by myself.
and lose the other ticket?
I'm gonna
But
sell the other ticket and I'm gonna go by myself. You feel me? That's what I'm gonna do.
he's
I
asking
ain't really
you, who would
because
you
right
go
then
with?
that come with last minute planning. Like I gotta go ahead and call people and all that. But I'm not gonna go ahead and
Normally I would take a female with me, and that would be easier to get a female to go with me than to one of my bros. They might be busy, they might be doing their own little thing, right? So,
You
but
just said you're gonna
it's
get in trouble though.
yeah.
that's no, that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
it don't make no sense, man.
I said normally I would, but if I'm in a relationship, I would have to consider not doing that. You know what
Right,
I'm saying? That's
absolutely.
all I'm saying.
But talking about how do we balance it, I want to talk about something positive. How do you support? Excuse me, y'all. How do you support your partner's goals and dreams? And Mello, get
Mm.
us started with that.
Well, if y'all sit down and she tells you, her certain goals and this and that, you give her your advice, you tell her how you feel on the matter. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? You just support her. You there,
Right,
no matter what it is, if she's trying to model, you just behind her all the way. That's what it's about,
absolutely, absolutely. How
the
about you,
support of
Rex?
the support of your significant other. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. How about you, Rex? Talk to me. How you supporting your girls' partners? How you supporting your partner's goals and dreams?
Yeah, like piggybacking somewhat off of what Mello said, you just support her, you be there for her, you show up to the events and support. If you market for her, like tell people about it, yo, she's doing this, or she just opened up this business, or she's doing this and this and that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And not only that, you just encourage her. You encourage
You
her to
gotta
keep
be the
going.
number one supporter.
Even on the days where she wants to give up, you be that rock and be like, yo, hold on. Nah, you ain't giving up. You got
Mhm.
more you got more to do. You know what I mean? It's no time to give up right now. So just be
Financially supporter. Let's not
Yeah,
forget
right.
that.
you
Financially.
could exactly, of course, you could do that. But again, in order to do stuff like that, you gotta
You
have money.
gotta have it. All right,
You gotta
yeah.
have money,
No,
you
right.
know.
Absolutely. There's other ways you can support. Me personally, how do I support my partner's dreams and goals? It always depends what they chasing. If they are chasing something like modeling, I wouldn't mind being the camera guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Taking the pictures. If they doing whatever, I wouldn't be mind being the backbone of the business.
Yeah.
Just to support my partner, and hopefully that comes in vice versa. You know what I mean? Because
That's a
I'm
fact.
much entrepreneur, so I really, dream of something like that. We can support each other's goals and aspirations. Make sure, one of us, our goals align into what we're striving to be. You know what I mean? And,
Now
and not only as a team, but as an individual.
Mhm.
You know. So
Exactly.
now
whatever.
Exactly.
now what if you
Mhm.
in a relationship and your partner isn't so supportive of your goals? How long do you give that, before you eventually give in on that, you know?
To be
Like,
honest, I'm gonna be really honest, man. To support is hard to get, especially when you're just starting off with something. So having a
hmm
partner to support your goals, that's everything. But I only had that have happen one time. Somebody who
yeah,
was really all in and believed in me, right? Because not only does that show that you believe in that person, it gives them
yeah,
the courage to keep going. like
Did she
Right,
because
support
right.
your dreams?
yeah, a lot of the times, or vice versa, you support us. A lot of the times, we just don't get that support, especially when we just starting off. We
Mhm.
just don't get that support. So just having someone in that your corner telling you could do it, you can achieve this, you can achieve that, especially keeping you on your goals, it is very beneficial. Especially
Mhm.
as for a man, because it
Yeah.
gives them the courage to keep going. Because we tend to be hard on ourselves. You know
No,
what
Right,
I
that's a
mean?
fact.
More than anything.
right.
So
That's a
Now,
fact.
and not only that, it keeps you. You got if you have a partner to keep you focused, that's everything too. You know what I'm saying? Just
Hmm.
keep you focused, keep your mind straight, because sometimes you might get
Very
unfocused.
Ross, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just to stay focused would be a great thing to
Nah,
have.
that is true, and females. That's why they the key to an empire,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
Because men tend to veer off track,
Of course. Of
sometimes, and
course.
they tend to
Hmm.
be the ones to bring us on track. But that's
Hmm.
Yeah.
that's hard to find a female like that.
Yeah.
Everybody want to be
Shit. When you
sexual
find
and
it, keep it,
vanilla.
man.
Yeah, right. Everybody
Find
want to
it,
be
keep it.
sexual.
Yeah. Definitely keep that. Definitely keep that. You
I
don't
mean,
lose
shout
that,
out,
man.
shout out to them. I'm not saying that's
Hmm.
how they are in their
Oh yeah.
relationship, but everybody want to be
Hmm.
a twerker or a gangster. You
Hmm.
know what I mean?
Right.
Nobody
Right.
really, and they probably do support their men's goals and dreams. I don't know, but at the end of the day, right? They putting on an image for a black young woman that this is cool to do, and it's truly
Hmm.
not. Because nobody want to get married to that, and that's where the toxic come into play, right? Because not
Yeah.
everybody got their bag, but everybody want to act like them. You feel me? So
Mm.
you feel me? Especially like Cardi B too. Shout out to Cardi too, though. You feel me? When they talking about she don't cook, she don't clean, but nobody got Cardi B money, but everybody don't want cook or clean. That don't make
Right.
no sense to me, right?
Right.
Because then at that point you worthless as a female. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
You truly worthless as a female if you don't cook and clean. You know what I mean? That you're worthless, and you don't really got that money that she got. So it's not really. And then to us, it's really not about the money. You know what I mean? So it's just about the peace of mind, and cooking and cleaning is one of them. If you can't even, and she probably paid for a million. You know what I mean? So if you can't afford a maid, you're gonna have to do that, right?
Hmm.
So,
Nah, yeah.
Right.
but I
I feel
see a
like
lot of
every man wants they woman, to at least cook a few meals for them.
right,
I don't
right,
I don't know any man that doesn't. If y'all
absolutely.
know any out there,
Right.
let me know. Let us know.
You
Feel me?
know, I mean,
Need a
every
good
man
meal,
wants
man.
it, but that don't mean every man gets it. You know what I
No,
mean?
that's a fact, man.
Right,
And,
right, of course, of course. And then what happens is they wind up settling for not getting it. And you know what I mean? And that
right.
to me that's just like settling for the
You know it's
love.
gonna
You
be a
settling for
problem
the
later
bottom.
on in the relationship.
I mean, look,
Yeah.
I don't see a
Most
lot of
likely.
females who cook nowadays anyway, man. Y'all know, like, where are they? I know a couple, but
Right,
it's
right.
like a lot of females just don't do that anymore. They not cooking every day for their nigga. They really not
Mhm.
catering to their nigga no more. So,
I feel like
Yeah,
yeah,
most
yeah.
people's eating out anyway.
right, which is unhealthy, but and that's the thing. I don't think that they just don't know how to cook. You know what I mean? I
Hmm.
ran into they don't know how to cook. A lot of these girls don't know how to cook. So
Right.
I
Come
mean
on,
that's
man.
why
You
they
never you never you never had a good one chef you up some shit, man. Come
See,
on.
but I did. I
close,
had a female chef
close.
me up good,
But
some
it's the
good food.
thing, right?
Now I'm asking you, Henny.
I said of
You ain't
course, right? But this is the thing: when you're in a relationship, the consistency got to be there, right? I mean, obviously you're gonna have a bad meal, excuse me. Watching the blue, but the consistency got to be in play, right?
nah, that's a
So
fact.
that's all that is. That's it. So yeah, of
That's a
course, if you
fact,
ate
man. That's a fact.
one time, that plate was banging. You know what I mean? She probably made it to her best.
Mhm.
But if you ate
Yeah.
her plate 5 times, you gotta see if she could. That really tells somebody to cook, right?
Mm.
Right.
Because that might
Can they
just
can they co- can they be consistent on the quality of their meals?
right.
You
You
know.
know what I mean? So that's really tells a true cook. You know. So like I said, somebody can master some shit they get you. You know what I mean? Just don't mean they a master in the kitchen, right?
Right.
I can master the fried chicken and serve it to you. And now you think I could cook because I got the best fried chicken. All the time, I can't even make mashed potatoes. You know what I mean?
Nah,
So
word.
it's
That's a
like,
fact.
so you know
Yeah.
what I
It
mean?
ain't consistent.
Right, right. And that's how I want to wrap up for today's topics, man. It was a great conversation with the boys. Tune in, comment below your thoughts. We're gonna pass it on to my boys Rags for the game. Here we go.
Okay. So,
Let's get
all
it,
right.
man. I hope y'all ready for
So,
some games out there.
so we're gonna play a game called "When Did I Lie?" Right? I don't know if y'all can see this on the screen. Let me zoom in for y'all if y'all can see this.
Squinting
Sorry.
here. All right, I see that.
Oh, see, I can't see that on
Squinting
the
here.
screen.
Yeah, I can see it though.
Okay.
I can see it. Maybe do it
That
like
zoom,
this though. Here, let's
that
do
zoom
it
was
like
better
this.
when you
No.
did that zoom. Yeah,
Yeah.
what's that?
Okay.
Oh, go back to the other shit. This.
Yeah, that was better. Yeah, could see it now. Still squinting a little bit, but
Yeah, let's take the pause.
Okay. So we're gonna play a game called "When Did I Lie?" Right? Basically, it's a party game where players test their ability to detect deception and statements read out loud. The goal is to accumulate the highest number of points by successfully identifying lies within the statement. Okay, rules of the game. A statement is read to all players. Players must decide if the entire statement is a lie or pinpoint the specific part of the statement that is a lie. Points are awarded for correct answers. With that being said, um, it is 2 points for a correct answer. On the 2 points, if you get it on the first try, you have two tries. So
right.
2 points if you get it on the first try, 1 point if you get it on the second try, and no point obviously if you don't get it and we move on. Okay.
Get them
Um,
thinking caps on.
the player with the most points at the end of the game wins. The player selects the winner selects any player to perform a dare or answer a true question of their choice. Okay, we got this.
I got
All
it. I
right,
got it. Here
All
we
right.
go.
go.
Here we go. Here we go. First question is the fastest man ran a 3.6 in the Olympics in 1942.
And who
And
you asking
I
that
think
to? Both of us.
that's yeah. I'm gonna go with Henry first, and then
Um,
if Henry doesn't get it, then Shaquille you can steal.
all right.
come again. So you said the fastest man in the Olympics ran a three. What?
A 3.6 in 1942. That's the fastest recorded
Time in
time
1942.
time no in history.
In history,
Yes.
incorrect.
Damn.
The whole statement is incorrect.
The whole statement. You sure?
Well,
In
no,
in the
it gotta
okay.
be. It gotta be the date. The date because Usain Bolt
Okay.
was declared the fastest man in history. So it gotta
Right,
be
right.
the date.
Okay,
Um,
okay, got you. Okay, okay. Um, that is incorrect. Do you want to guess again?
what? If it's a lie or which part?
The
What the
date
whole
is
statement?
no. I'm saying the date is what he guessed is incorrect. So what you guessed is incorrect. You said the
So
date is
he does that the date is incorrect. Okay.
right, right. So you're saying
Um,
your
The
guess is
whole
incorrect.
statement is a lie.
That's your second guess.
Yeah,
The whole statement is a lie.
correct.
That is correct. You get 1 point. Um,
But that's what I was saying in the beginning. You gotta go, and that's for anybody out there. Go with your gut. You see how I said that in the first time? You feel me? I'm like, that don't even sound right. But okay,
all
let
right,
me
you
not
got one
slow.
okay.
point.
You got
Let's see
one
if I
point.
can
You
take the
got
lead.
yeah. Let's
Yeah.
see if you can take the lead right now. Okay, boom. A lion can eat 88 pounds of meat in a single meal, roughly a third of its body weight. Mm.
Got him
That whole
stumbling on
statement's
that.
true.
Yeah, he said that whole
Yeah.
statement's true. He said that whole statement's
That
What
whole
true.
statement's
you said?
true.
You said the whole statement is true. No, there's a lie in there. There's no true statements in it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Is that an answer?
Yeah, is that an answer? Because
No, it's not. No.
no, no. No, it was an answer. As a matter of fact,
No,
no, it
you
was an
can't. You
answer.
can't
You
ask me
said
is that
the,
an
you
answer,
said the, hold
and
on,
then
no, no,
I
no, no.
answer no,
I just thought
and then
about it. Hold on, no. That was the answer. You got one
Hey,
more time. You got one more time, and Henry can steal it.
I'm trying to cheat the person that that's running the game, huh?
Word. I thought about that for some hell no.
I
he
got
said
you
the
though. I
whole.
did get you. All right. Let's see. The amount he could eat
Say
Mhm.
that.
is a
Say that
lot.
statement again.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
the
say the
amount he can
statement again.
eat.
Okay. A lion can eat 88 pounds of meat in a single meal, roughly a third of his body weight.
That's a lot.
The
88
The
whole
whole
pounds
statement?
of meat.
statement.
The whole
Oh,
statement?
or the meat.
Yeah.
The meat.
Or the meat or the pounds. What we doing? What's the lie in
Pounds.
the
The
statement?
pounds.
The
The
pound.
pounds? You are incorrect.
Yeah.
Henry, you can steal it. You can steal it. You can steal it. You can steal it.
Ah, okay. And repeat it one more time for me. The lion can eat 88 pounds of meat. And what?
In a single meal, roughly a third of his body weight.
See, I know it now, but I ain't gonna
Okay.
give you the answer.
And that's gonna be the single meal part.
That's incorrect. That
The
is
whole state. The whole
incorrect.
statement's false. The whole
That
statement
is
is false.
no, it's not. No, it's not. I gave you
Yeah.
that. That's one. That's one. What's you got one
Okay,
more time.
okay,
You
okay.
got
One
one
We
more
more
all
time
time.
out
for
of
Let's
this
go
one.
points.
right.
For this
Okay,
one
okay.
gets no points.
Yeah, this one is no points if I get this
Yeah, we
wrong.
all out.
And then
Right, right.
we said the pounds. We
As a matter of
said
fact, how I'm gonna start running it. But we got it, because I got it.
all
Go.
right. So you said the lion can eat what
88, the
pounds?
lion can eat 88 pounds of meat. I'm saying one more time, and that's it.
All right.
A lion can eat 88 pounds of meat in a single meal, roughly a third of his body weight.
His body weight.
What the body weight is false?
Yeah.
That is incorrect.
All right, you gotta reveal it now, man. You gotta reveal the answer now, man.
Okay. It's a quarter of his body weight. The quarter was incorrect.
That's what I just said.
Nah. You said his body weight, right?
I
His
said the
body
body
weight is
weight though
wrong.
You
before.
understand? You understand?
No,
I
you
can
said the
change.
meat.
No,
I said the
no.
body weight though
I can
before.
Hold
change.
on.
Hold on. I can
No,
change.
man.
I can change. You understand? I can
Hell
change
no. How
a
you can't
word.
change in the
No,
middle
Yeah,
of
hold
the
on.
of the
Hold on.
Not in the
Time out.
middle of the thing, but you gotta understand. Hold on. Did you pause it?
No, we're gonna pause it right
So
here.
you got it wrong, and I'm gonna explain why you got it wrong.
Right. I said, oh, I'm frozen. I'm frozen.
Um,
Hold on. All right, ladies, let me clarify. I said body weight. Rack said I got it wrong. Explain why I said got it wrong, Rack, because I said body weight. I don't know how I got it wrong. But that.
okay, not a problem. I got the rules up right here. Basically, um, what the game the point of the game is to pinpoint exactly what is wrong with
What
the
was the
statement, right?
statement again? What was the statement again?
Hang on. A lion can eat 88 pounds of meat in a single meal, roughly a third of his body weight, right? Now, you supposed to pinpoint
I
that it's
said body weight. Now go
right.
ahead.
Hold on. You supposed to pinpoint the third. The third is the only lie in there. You see what I'm saying? The third is the only lie. It says it in the rules. Pinpoint the specific part of the statement. Pinpoint. That means
So what
exact.
the when I said body weight, what did you thought I meant?
When you because you understand, I could change the statement could change. For instance, it could have been, let's just say I don't even want to okay, let's just say the true statement, right? Or the true statement could have been a lion can eat 88 pounds of meat in a single meal, roughly a quarter of what it normally eats in the 20, what it normally eats, right? So what I'm trying to say is you saying so. What I'm trying to say is
Okay.
you gotta pinpoint. Nah,
All
that
right, ladies and
okay.
what's
gentlemen.
what's
Do
so
y'all
funny?
Craig, right? That don't make no sense. But I want to ask our listeners, ladies and gentlemen, do y'all think that makes sense to y'all, right? Or should I have got this question wrong, or should I have gotten this question right? Because to me, when I said body weight, I don't know what I was going to change that to. I'm honestly talking about the third of the body weight, but I got it
Yeah,
wrong.
but
So no
again,
point.
you
Let's
have
move
to.
on. Let's move on.
But you have to name
I
that.
said no points. I said no points. Move on. Let's move on to the next
Let's
one.
yeah, let's get another question, another
Okay.
round in
If
there.
you playing like that, yeah, this game is super hard. And if I got to pinpoint every little letter or word, not like
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got to
run another
pinpoint.
question.
You got to
Yeah,
pinpoint the lie. That's the game. It's not an easy game at all. I said it wasn't. Super hard.
right. I didn't know we could switch up words to this motherfucker though. Okay, bet. Cool.
A right. Okay, a
you
rifle's
shouldn't be switching though during the game.
what?
Like it should already be a said lie
It
or
is, and it
whatever
was
it
the
is.
third. It was the third. That was the lie. The third. He
Oh,
said
all
body
right, all
weight,
right.
but it's
Next,
the third. You got to pinpoint.
Yeah, he's not gonna give me the points. Next question.
Okay.
next question. Let's go on to
Yeah,
the
you
next
didn't
question.
get points on that. Anyway, a rifle's bullet, speed typically ranges from around 1,000 to over 4,050 feet per second.
I'm gonna go rifle in the speed.
That's your
That's
two
what I'm
answers.
doing. Yeah.
Okay, rifle
Um,
and speed. Okay. I'm yeah, no, that's incorrect.
Oh yeah, because even if the speed is wrong, because the sight.
repeat
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Repeat it one more time.
Yeah.
All right. I told you it's hard. It's a hard game, but it's not easy.
I mean, it's not making like that. This game is not English, but all right, go ahead.
I mean, it's English. You just don't get the rules of the game.
Because
Rifle,
I'm so confused because what you acknowledging here is saying that you can
Yeah, man.
choose
We
your
gonna
word.
get to
Like, it may
the
not be the
core.
speed, but
We're
it
gonna
could
get
be
to the
like
root of the game after the game.
what the I don't get it.
Next question. Well,
I mean,
repeat
if I'm
repeat it.
confused, if I'm confused and I'm playing, how are they not confused?
because y'all making it confusing.
Bro, what you saying is right because what you saying is I got the last question wrong, right? But because I said body weight, I gotta say the
Pauses.
third. So if I'm saying no, because the guests need to understand the
All right,
rules.
so
That's why I'm saying this, right? So you saying I got that wrong, right? So now what you're saying is the feet. Just because you said like the speed, you could have said it don't got to deal with speed. It could have dealt with something like it's not the speed. You got to take the speed out the sentence.
Yes, because that's the lie. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like for instance, I'm gonna tell you what the lie is in this one. I'm gonna tell you what the lie is.
Shaq still got to get this one.
No, I'm not gonna tell you now. I'm gonna tell you like once if I get
yeah,
it.
where my
Like it's so pinpoint. You gotta be precise, bro. It's not an easy game. A lot of people probably ain't gonna get a point. That was my whole thing. I wanted to make it so hard because the reward is you get to pick a player to do anything you tell them to do, whether it's a dare or tell the truth of whatever truth you want them to tell. And they like so it's
right. I didn't understand it because, like you said, I went in this game thinking it was easy, thinking I could just, it would be simple as when I said, I thought it was simple. It's not. Yeah.
Yeah, like
he got you.
I thought about
repeat the statement.
The statement is a rifle's bullet speed typically ranges from around 1,000 to over 4,050 feet per second.
Yeah, at that point, anything in the sentence could be wrong.
Anything. Thank you.
I'm gonna say the speed.
I said that.
The speed. Okay. No, it's not the speed. It's not the speed. It's not the speed. You gotta. It's basically. You okay? The distance. Now,
but that would be wrong.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. You gotta pinpoint. You gotta pinpoint that
because
you gotta pinpoint that.
I have a second. I have a second chance.
Well, that was your second one, so you're wrong. Right. Okay, so Henry, you get to steal,
and that's gonna be the numbers. The numbers.
I said speed the one time, and then you asked me again.
The range,
and I said distance.
Distance, which is wrong.
You said distance, which is wrong.
You gotta be specific. Right. And this is how we get the
Come
question
on,
right.
man. Because I said you asked me,
look,
but we get 2 chances, right?
that's 2. You said speed and distance.
Yo, didn't you?
Yo, I'm
This
getting
ain't
them today,
wrong,
man.
though.
I'm getting y'all today, man. This is not easy, bro.
So what is wrong is the numbers.
The numbers, you are correct. It is the numbers. It is the
So I
numbers.
get
You
2
are
points
correct.
there.
You get
Oh, you get 1.
you get 1 because it was a steal. A steal was only 1. A steal was a 1. So you have 2. You have 2.
Okay.
Yep. 2-0. Okay, next question is according to Zuda. Yeah, according to Zoo.com, there are roughly 500 white tigers in the world. The last known report suggests 142 of them are still in the wild.
Right.
This is gonna go to Mello, I believe. Oh no, that's gonna go to you. I'm sorry. So
let's go. I'm gonna say the number of tigers.
Come on, man.
Incorrect.
I'll take it.
All right, and then will you give me that one statement again?
Okay, according to Zoo.com, there are roughly 500 white tigers in the world, and and last known reports suggest 142 of them are still in the wild.
That they still in the wild.
Still in the wild, yes.
3 points. 3-0.
You got. Wait, what? You said in the wild? You said wait. I'm sorry. Can you repeat that answer again? I'm sorry.
That they still in the wild.
That is still in the wild. That is incorrect. That's it. that's incorrect, man.
Incorrect. I'm gonna go with the one. I'm gonna go with the numbers.
142 is still in the. I said the numbers, nigga.
Nah, I'm gonna go with the one. No, you didn't. You said still in the wild.
Yeah, the numbers. You said still in the wild. The numbers are incorrect. First of all. That's so either way you wrong on that.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to hear the fucking because all right, what's your second answer, Shaq? He said the
hold on. So you said the numbers?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's incorrect.
I said you said correct.
No, that's incorrect. You got one more go.
All right, repeat this statement one last time, man.
All right.
It was craziest game before.
According to Zoo.com, there are roughly 500 white tigers in the world, and the last known report suggests 142 of them are still in the wild.
I don't think you got that off Zoo.com.
Oh,
it's the website.
You got it. Yeah, he got it. He got it. That's 1 point.
Come on, my nigga. It's intelligence, bro.
I was good. I didn't think I was gonna get that. Okay, that was good. All right.
Intelligence, bro.
Okay, I like that one.
So I don't know how is that. So where did you get it from?
I made it.
Anything could be the lie, though, bro.
So then that's the whole statement is a lie.
No, the whole statement.
The statement's true.
The statement is true. The facts of the statement is true, but I just didn't get it from
He ain't get it from Zoo.com.
Where did you get it from?
I got it from fucking Google.
I understand the game now. I understand it now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I just changed the name.
We gotta know the right answer.
Yeah, the right answer is I didn't get it off of Zoo.com. I got it off of Google. You know what I'm saying? So that's the deception.
You got that off of Google.
Right.
How did he type that in as a true statement? I ain't even gonna go there. Go ahead.
It's not supposed to be true.
You gotta understand it's not supposed
to be. How did you get that statement from Google?
I got it from Google. I just typed in albino tigers and all that stuff, and I just, you know what I mean?
Go ahead.
You know what I mean? And they gave me all this.
The statement.
You gotta understand. This is also a deception game too. It tells you in the game overview. It's a lie, but it's also a deception.
But the statement. I be watching Animal Discovery, and they saying like 142 white tigers in the wild.
Yeah,
That can't be true. You
yeah,
feel me? Like
it
I don't
is.
know, but
They
Well, you
said
think
it said
there's
hold on.
more? You think there's more or less?
It said hold on.
It's less. It's less.
They said I
It's less.
said a court. I mean, in the last known reports. Now they give me no
Yeah.
date. They give me
Come
no date
on
on it.
another hour.
So it
Yeah.
might be less. Anyway, the Stanley Hotel, the location of the famous haunting that inspired Stephen King's The Shining, is rumored to have three souls still trapped inside the hotel.
The number of souls.
Number of souls? Correct.
Yep, I already know that
Correct.
statement. I watched the
Correct.
video on that.
Right.
So that's
Correct.
2 points. I got 4.
Yep. You got four. Okay. So Mello, this is your go. As early as 2030, the U.S. has projected to start the first rounds of um sorry
And this is you can't back out any of the dares, right?
no at all none
Okay.
at all
All
at
right.
all all the truths at all.
Okay,
Um
bet.
okay, U.S. has projected to start the first round of damn, God damn it, I had the damn
Start over.
yeah. Let me start over. Okay, as of 2030, the U.S. has projected to start the first round of what they call it. Oh my god, how I fucking lost the word.
Facts. Facts, Mello. That's what I'm telling him. We had an hour. Go ahead.
um okay. Um reparation. Sorry. All right, let me start again. As early as 2030, the US has projected to start the first round of reputation checks for people with known slave ancestors.
I think the whole statement's false.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
Come on, man. I'm very intelligent, baby. Come on now.
Right. How
Okay.
many more is left?
One more. Okay. 1,700 people in Louisiana practice witchcraft, according to the FBI. A 2025 report confirms.
You said what?
1,700 people in Louisiana practice witchcraft, according to the FBI. A 2025 report confirms.
The state.
You said what?
Louisiana. Louisiana?
That's incorrect.
All right. So then I'm gonna go with the I'm gonna pass it to Shaquille before I get my last one. I'm
Okay,
Yeah,
Mello,
passing
go
my
don't
ahead.
pass it.
What you at right now? You at Henry? How much points you got? You got what? Four,
5.
five. Okay, Mello, how much you got? Four, three.
I think 3.
Okay.
Um. So this will be a steal. So this will be 2, right? So I get
If you
it.
get it on the first try, yeah.
All right. So
No, it'll be 1.
Well, how?
he like, yo, I got one for the steal I
Oh,
made.
hold on. How you going? How you trying to? Hold on. How you trying to? How you trying to pass?
Okay, okay.
Hold
So,
on.
all
Hold
right,
on.
all right.
How you trying to pass your points off to? I don't get it, but
All right,
all right.
so no, so all right,
No,
so
I'm not.
I gotta go twice for him to go once, get one. You know,
You
I
yeah, because
go
it's your
twice.
go. You
All right,
got
so
to.
boom. The statement is what?
Okay, the statement is 17,000. I'm sorry, 1,700 people in Louisiana practices witchcraft, according to the FBI. A 2025 report confirms.
Okay, the amount of people.
Incorrect. Mello, you want to go ahead? Mello, you want to go ahead?
I'm gonna say said according to the FBI.
Yes. A 20
I'm
according
gonna
to the
say
FBI, a 2025 report confirms.
I don't think I don't think it's according to the FBI.
Incorrect.
Next
Come on,
one.
man.
Yo.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna go with FBI too. But go ahead,
Yeah, that's funny.
Stay on cue, Rex.
Okay, what's the next question? I mean the next answer. Did you give it?
All right. I don't know, man. I'm a pass on this one.
So you're not gonna take no point. You're not even gonna take it. All right. Well, obviously
well,
you give it.
I am a winner.
Henry is the winner. You go ahead and pick a player or pick anybody to do a dare or.
I'm picking you.
You don't, you don't, you don't, you
I'm
don't like
picking
how he was treating you during
you.
this segment,
Yeah.
huh?
Okay.
Animal.
Go ahead. Well, see, technically, I could make the argument and say you shouldn't pick
Nah,
because I didn't have a chance to participate in it.
nah.
You know,
But look, I want you to dump a cup of water on your head. Or a bottle of water on your head.
Ah!
You dump a cup of water on your head.
Get him.
Let's
right.
go, let's go, let's go. Hey,
on.
take the top off.
Hold on.
You gotta take the top off. Then dump it.
Hey, yo.
How is that? Hey, yo, take the top off and dump it.
Y'all be saying it to me, so
You be saying some Ayo shit.
no,
Nah,
you be
ain't
saying
no
some
AO.
AO shit.
Yeah, here we go.
Y'all ready?
I am absolutely ready.
You gotta put it in the camera, man. We gotta see the water splash off your head.
Yeah, off your head. You can see, why you leaning to the side, man?
And you supposed to take that do rag off.
Why you? That was very. That was very not how you supposed to do it.
But come on.
Yeah.
A cup of water. That's what y'all said, didn't y'all?
You did half of the deal.
He said no. He said
yeah.
dump a cup of water on your head. He didn't say your whole body. He didn't say your whole body. You see what I'm saying? You said your head.
You see how you always trying to switch the system, man? It's not good, man. You know, it's not good. But
I dumped it. I dumped it.
Yeah, you always try to change the system. Good, man. Good.
All right. So that's enough for the gaming segment. I'm gonna pass it off to Mello for the Q&As. Man, Mello, what you got for us today?
Yo, man. I hope y'all been doing y'all research and all that, man, because I'm gonna hit y'all with a few bombshells, you heard? So this is the last segment for tonight, man. So let's get it started. Everybody been picking on you, Rex. Today we gonna go with you again, man. Let's start off first. Give me your top 5 comedians of all time. Top 5.
Top 5 comedians. Well, top 5 comedians. I'm gonna go with Mike Epps. I'm gonna go with
Okay.
I'm gonna have Kevin Hart in there too. I fuck with Kevin Hart.
That's 2.
I'm gonna have Bernie Mac, Richard
3.
Pryor,
4.
and what's that that other dude named the damn guy's name? Fat dude that be
Lavelle Crawford.
forgot his name. Yes. I'm going with him because he's funny as hell. I
No,
ain't gonna lie.
Lavelle Crawford.
Lavelle Crawford. Yes.
You said Jamel.
Close enough. Yeah.
Nah, yo, on with the questions, man. We gonna have a good time, yo. Henry, what's your top 5? All right, your top 5 dream vacation spots that you would want to go to.
Okay. Bora Bora, Peru,
Bora.
Colombia. I'm gonna have to go Paris.
Paris.
And
Okay.
Just I'll go back to the Bahamas as well too. I just go back to the Bahamas. I like the
Yeah,
Bahamas.
nice blue water out there, man. I've been there when I was, younger myself.
Yeah, that shit
You
was a
know,
vibe. It was a vibe.
yeah, it was lit. Next question, we're gonna go to you, Rex. Do you have have you ever had an imaginary friend, and do you still have one?
Yeah. No, his name used to be Don Deese. That
You
is.
said
When
yes
I
or
was
no?
younger. Yes. His name used to be Don Deese. That used to be his name for real, Don Deese. Um, I don't know what made me, I have no idea where he came from, but that was my friend. You know,
Mm.
anytime whether it be anything like I used to talk to Don Deese.
Mm.
That was his name for real, Don Deese, real name. He went away about a few years back now. He went away, died
All
off.
right.
Yeah.
We're gonna move on from Don Deese. Henry, next question's
Yeah.
for you, my man. How many how many girlfriends have you had?
In my
Throughout your
lifetime,
years of yeah,
I only had 3 girlfriends though. A lot of
three.
bodies, 3 girlfriends.
Okay. Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
So you
Okay.
was a bachelor.
Rex.
Yeah,
You was a
only
bachelor.
3 people. Yeah, yeah. Nah, I don't just go around cuffing females. I go around. We could go around having sex with females. As
Nah, yeah,
you know,
facts.
I ain't cuffing. Only 3 people could say they was my girlfriend.
Right.
Nah,
Right.
yeah, facts,
Okay.
facts. I feel you
Okay.
on that,
Makes
man. You
sense.
can't
Makes
go
sense.
out there
Makes sense.
saying you're mine to anybody because she could be somebody else's. So I
Yeah.
understand. You know what I'm saying? Next question, we're gonna go to you, Rex.
Mm-hmm.
If you could be governor of any state in the U.S., which state would it be?
If I could be,
If you
if
could
I
be a
could be
governor
governor,
of any
um,
state,
well, I think I don't know, somewhere in the South, probably like
let's
maybe
talk
South
about,
Carolina or something.
would you rather a
Cause I,
Commonwealth state or,
because
you know,
not really. No, I think it'll probably be South Carolina. I like the laws, so I would kind of want to be
okay,
governor,
okay,
kind of maybe change some laws and keep some, stuff like that.
okay. Henry, if you
Right.
had the chance, 1 in a million chance to be president of the United States of America,
Will I
would you
do
take
it?
on that opportunity? Would you
Absolutely.
take on that opportunity?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think that'd be lit.
Do you care to
And I'm
explain why?
I'm letting him
Yeah.
know if I'm
Oh,
governor
oh,
and he's the
oh,
president,
oh,
and he's the president, don't take my state signing off on no bills. We not signing, we
Do
not
you
signing off on
do
no
you
bills. I'm
care
gonna be
to
a,
explain why?
I'm gonna be a rebellious state.
why I think I would be a great president because I ain't racist or nothing like that. I know
Right.
equality was equality, and I know the peace of war.
Mhm.
We're
So if you
not
was
gonna put
president,
you. Mm,
if you
Vice
was
President.
president, would you give black people reparations? Reparations?
Well, I don't know, man. I might have to see because right.
That's wild. You should have automatically
Um,
been like, yes.
why?
That's kind of wild. Why
Because then, because right, I don't want to divide the country, right?
Nah, yeah, we gonna
Yeah.
move on to the next question.
Oh, he's wild. That's why I would not sign. I'm be a hostile. I'm telling you, I'm be a hostile state. So be a hostile state.
I'll get you fired. Don't worry.
All right, yo,
I'm an
yo,
elected
Rex.
official at that point.
How
Yeah, go ahead.
long should it be? How long should it be until you propose to your woman?
Mm.
If you're in
Um,
a serious
I don't think
relationship.
I don't think there's no time limit. I mean, what it is, because I think after a certain point in time, it's like, yeah, you either gonna do it or you ain't. But me, I don't really plan on getting married, so I
Okay,
can't
let's
really answer that
say let's
question.
say you gave let's say you gave the ring, the
Mm.
engagement ring already. How long, should you say until you marry her?
Well, we have to put. It depends on where I'm at. If I'm a successful person, we're gonna have to put some things in place. So we're gonna have to wait a little bit. You know what I mean? And not only that, I want to test her. So it's gonna take some time for me
Months,
to to to,
months,
to make those tests.
years,
No, definitely not. Definitely not as short as months, but years maybe. It might be a couple years, few years. Yeah,
years in
Right.
and
engagement.
yeah. Because I want to have the ability to call it off at any time. See, when you do months, it's a real short period of time. When you do a couple years, she
Okay,
might do something, and you like, all right, I'm glad I waited. You know what I mean?
okay.
Nah, right.
Next question, Henry. Have you ever proposed before?
No, close.
No.
But no.
You was close.
Mm,
Gave the promise ring.
Oh,
no. I was just
No.
gonna go
so you
straight
just
to
said it.
propose.
You just said it.
I was close. I was
Yeah,
close too.
I just went.
I
I just
was
was going straight to the proposal. But
I was close too. Rax. We're gonna go.
Mhm.
This is the last question, and we're gonna get ready to wrap
Okay.
it up. Um.
Okay.
Okay. You're not in a relationship now, but if you were, what's the one benefit that you tend to take advantage of, of having a partner? What's the one benefit you tend to take advantage of having a partner?
Mhm. Someone to share good moments with. You know what I'm saying? Like when you have those good moments, you like, yeah, nah, that would be good to share with somebody. Yes. So those moments that come up in your life, and you like, yo, I want to share this with somebody. This is a beautiful view right here, or this is a nice whatever, and you wish you could share with that person. Yeah, that's the only time
Yeah.
it really hits me. But other than that, I don't really give a damn. you know,
All
I
right.
don't really,
All right,
you know.
man. Yo, hey, everybody out there, man. Like I said, if you guys have any questions that you want to see on the Q&A in our following episodes, just DM us. You could comment on this video or whatever. Stay positive. I'm gonna hand it off to Rax, for the outro, and
words of
that's it,
wisdom.
man. Thank you guys.
Okay. All right, look, thank you for tuning in for another episode of the Voice of the Man podcast. As always, we talk real talk and we get real solutions. We're gonna start over with some words of wisdom. What you got for us? What you got for us?
You know,
Words of wisdom.
like I said, stay motivated every time of the day, even in the worst times. You know what I mean? Just stick to your grind, stay focused, keep the money on your mind,
Absolutely.
baby.
Absolutely. Mellow, words of wisdom for the audience and for the world.
Hey, man, yo, y'all out there, man, just stay positive, man. Keep your head up. Don't ever let nobody tell you you
Absolutely.
can't do anything, man. And you're gonna have the haters out there, but you know what I do? I ignore them, man. I look the other way and I keep on going. I keep moving forward, and that's what all you should do out there. So just stay looking out for our content, and that's it, man. Just stay positive and make sure y'all subscribe. Thank you.
Okay, absolutely. And always, I have not switched it up yet, and I will not switch it up. Look, be yourself. That is the most important thing you could do. I'm trying to tell you, too many people try to get you to be somebody you're not. Don't do it. It could be the destruction of you, and you don't want that, right? So be yourself. You know you better than they know you. Don't let nobody tell you different. With that being said, y'all have a good one.
We out here.